Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's a dreary day now. What are you doing, bud? What are we gonna do today? I got more of my stuff to work on. I got some welding to do on the mixer wagon, as always. But if you haven't done so, slide on over and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. So let's get after today. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Yep. Junk. Oh, that pipe doesn't go all the way across?
No, it's only in sections.
Only on the side? One in the side?
Yeah, one each side is why I say can make it more.
Okay.
More pieces of it.
We're gonna go get a piece of metal for this. See the gap? Yeah. Yep. Doesn't shut now. Pretty wore out. Someday we gotta do this one because the front panel has a hole. But what that does is holds the chute so you can dump it in the mangers. So the pin goes through. There's the broken piece off. As you see, we welded that a few times to reinforce it. And it's tired. So I'll go jump over low iron and steel. I also got to get some steel for myself for those mud flap hangers. So go do that and get this done before the rain. Got the goods. These guys are legit. Can't go through a narrow door like that, but hooking it up, and it goes definitely ready to go. So all iron and steel. I tried to get some footage of inside there more as I wandered around waiting on them to cut that steel. I always feel bad going in somebody else's place and just like filming it up like they're working, it's their own thing. So but figured we'll see what that comes out with. Sorry about the quality because got this little hole and just shoved you out of it. Alrighty, I'm gonna go get some pipe to move that breather up and over on the truck this afternoon as well. The more and more I think about it, that seal, the whole transmission's got to come apart, which can very well happen, just not currently. So I just need enough that time that it's not leaking out of it drastically. Big scrap, guys. Because I'm tired of looking at it drip on the road, and it doesn't drip a lot, but it's obvious when you're sitting there that it's been dripping. So it takes a while to really drip out any significant amount of it. Alrighty, we'll jump over hardware store, grab some of that, and then get back and weld this up. And we're back. I did get what I needed at O'Connor's, so I locked my door. You never know, you park in a parking lot, who might just randomly stroll up and take what they want out of it. So there we go. The good stuff that should last as long as the mixer wagon ever lasts. So I'll get this hammered out. Got it cleaned up. We're gonna have to notch that to bump up and around just a little bit, but that will make it nice. It will be flat. So we did wow, put new augers in. Flighting, is it called flighting? Flighting, like this and stuff like that. So Francisco welded one of them, I welded the other, so they're both still there, which that's always a plus. Everything looks good. This is all new. I got the helmet on, so I can't really stick my head in there. So went up like 2 flightings. This is all new, well, was new. So the floor of this, and like I said, we got to do the front panel of that. I don't think the back needs it because it's a thicker wall. And as you see, we've hit some things with it. I think it's a thicker wall. Maybe we'll do both of them when we get to that point, but you can see. And in that video, somebody's were making comments that, oh, you need more heat penetration, that will never be enough. But I don't know. I think we did pretty good. And it's all still there. Things are looking mint. So let's get this done. Gotta cut this bottom out because I don't want that lip. It's just gonna sit on that and we're gonna weld it right to the sides. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Time for a new glove. Didn't realize that. I guess we're a tad bit too wide. Maybe they were off a little bit. Just cut a tiny little bit off the end so it sits in there. And then I gotta go along, notch these, so. That little notch out. Then do the other side. Easy enough? Easy enough. Oh, that is gonna be good. Got a little bit of a gap, but we can fill that. But that is gonna be mint. Oh, let me show you. Mint right in there. So the only reason there's a little bit of a gap is because of how we cut the other piece, but I can fill that in and be good. So I gotta clamp this up there. That sits in there very nicely. Almost like it was meant to be. We'll clamp this one down right there and go to town. Actually, I might notch this because I can get, then I gotta fill less. Notch that down a little bit and it will sit up better. Might do that. Maybe I won't. I don't know, I'm just thinking. Probably won't. I'll fill that gap with some weld, which is fine. It's just wear at that point. And it does hang out longer here because I figured I was gonna weld the bar in and roll this rest of it over it. That one was kind of the same way it was rolled around. Give it a little bit more wear protection. see what we got here. Good. Filled that gap in pretty nicely. You got to think the door sits on this side of it, so it's going to be flush across. Look at the wear out of that door though. Years and years and years of it. At some point. Still got a lot of thickness to it. Something to remember for later on, but yep, good penetration, burning the paint right off. Mint.
The other one was it?
Yep.
No. No.
They should be there.
There's only one use over two use.
We got issues. I did plan ahead though. We're out of wire. But a few weeks ago when I was at Air Gas, picked up more wire. Thinking. So pop this one out. Pop the one that's in it out. Put this one in. Big roll of copper wire. I've always used .035. A lot of guys say use flux core because you can weld on bad surfaces. I just never have. I used it when I was in school and stuff like that, but never otherwise. So completely empty. This was new when I did the tanker job last year, so one roll of wire. Gotta make sure you're running the right way. What? You're good.
Oh yeah, you remember. What is it?
I took it off because I did it too. I went to pick it up.
I remember. What, you did it out?
Yeah, out of roll.
Oh, you got a new one?
Yep.
Oh.
I planned ahead
Oh, okay.
for the first time in a long time.
I could use the hose for a little bit.
Yeah, I won't need it for a little.
You don't need it?
Not for a little. He's stealing my air hose off the plasma cutter. So cut the ends off. Let me show you guys. This just rolls in here. And it's hard to do it with two hands and hold that wire. So you loosen this up, which is the roller. Pop that. Ooh, we gotta pull that one back out. Need another hand. Put that back through there. See how it's right there? It's burred up. There we go. So this last bit of wire that isn't gonna go through and get fed, just pull it back out. Not stab yourself. Whatnot. That's it. So then you pull this wire and you slide it right through, and it feeds it right into that other one. Sometimes you got to be a little finesse. Sometimes you got to grab the wire you just pulled out and just use it to guide it in. Doing this with two hands or one hand. I need a chest mount. I agree. I'm all about it. Let me put you there for a sec. I don't know if you guys can see anything. Slide that, oop, there we go. So now it's in. So lock your rollers back down. Tighten it up. Can you see me? There we go. Turn the welder back on. And as you see here, pulling it through. I still got to put that lock on. I know, it's okay. It is making a different noise. But at some point here, it's going to come out. Hopefully. I feel it coming. There it goes. Maybe. There we go. Put a new tip on, go back to welding. Don't worry, I'll put this on so that doesn't come back off. Yep, we're tight there. Close that lid up. We're good for another, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna do some more welding projects this summer. So that one probably will last me to the fall, but we'll see. So, alrighty, let me get back into this. Sorry about throwing you guys around. It's hard, one hand. Now to bend this over that way. We're gonna need some heat.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's all bent around nicely, so that's just wear. Just place so it doesn't wear through that pipe. Last thing to do is clean that up, reinforce that. So there we go. Hammer it down a little bit. We'll fill some holes, see what we can do. Yeah, we got it. All patched up, looking good. Get some more years out of this. Here's the good part. Oh yeah, expert painter. No point in painting this because, well, pretty much every 8 hours it gets a load of feed put across it, and that just wears all the paint off. What we can do, don't paint our fingers, do the sides up there where we ground before. This thing's got one on the side. The bottom of this. So I did weld all that in. Got 3 weld marks all the way across it. There we go. We're looking good. So as you see right there, I don't know if you guys can see or not, it's too dark. No, it's good. That's when we put the last liner in. That was all bad, so we're gonna end up doing liner in the front and back, which is pretty much from here like this. It's a half moon. Stuff just wears out, but I'm excited. That worked. Takes time, but always well worth keeping things up, because otherwise you just dump feed on the ground and stuff like that. That gets costly. So I just gotta find somebody to give me a hand picking this up, putting that shaft in. Everybody's at lunch, I think. We're on a Zoom call as of right now, but I'll clean my mess up because it's gonna start raining in about 40 minutes, it says. It's gonna rain pretty heavy, so. There it is. Ready to go back to work. It's on. That's not all the way down. Piston's up a little bit, but yeah, should be good. For everybody who said happy birthday to the man, he had a good birthday, partied it up. What'd you get? Bunch more balls, some toys, a really good dinner. He sees our geese. Come here. Say hi. So he's living it up, so he appreciates it, everybody. Well, for those of you who have asked, because I said that's for sale, the body isn't. My father still doesn't know if he wants to let it go. We're never gonna run it. It's not enough of a truck for the body that's on it. Yeah. Previous videos, yeah, we picked that up. And the transmission that's in my tractor. And this does need to get welded. So the front's all new panels. I put that on. But the back is not all new panels. As you can see, somebody plated this one, but that one has a huge hole in it. Plus that has a hole in it. It's rough looking, but you got to keep in mind I got the Mac and this for $4 grand. This was on it. So I don't think I'm gonna run this spring, just because I don't have help and I don't feel like actually welding it. Probably needs a roof too. So Mac's probably gonna stay on the silage box, but I don't know what he wants me to weld on this. He said on the steel. It's an aluminum trailer, but they put steel up in it. So this is steel. I don't see anything cracked. You guys? I don't know. Oh, right there. On the jack stand. Well, that's not very good. This was one of them free 99 trailers. Well, maybe like $500 trailers. It's a 70... forget, 77? 62877. Built by WC Manufacturing. We'll get him hooked and I'll go weld that. And for those of you who realized when I started showing this off, yeah, we have a second cat loader. 924F. It used to be our do-it-all machine. Needs a torque converter from pushing pile, silage pile, and as you see, it's heavily rusted out from plowing snow. So it does run, it just needs a torque converter and a lot of love. Maybe someday I'll get motivated and do that. I think it's got a flat tire. So when I was a kid, I used to like, well, that got bent even more. I used to sit right there and I used to bounce my head off this window driving around plowing snow. But needs a torque converter, which, well, it probably needs a full tranny rebuild. So you got to take the whole motor out to get into there. Hey, Yanko, come here. All I need him to do is go in that water. So at some point, maybe I will. Cat wants, I don't know, 60-70% of the machine to run through and do a full rebuild. And we do have a 2155 that needs some love too. Most of this stuff out here is my brother's. If you watch previous videos, he did go to a Diamond C from a PJ. I guess we're moving my trailer because it's compost time. So for those of you who don't know, we compost a lot of manure. I'm not sure if this is, yeah, this is compost. It's just frozen still. We do a lot of manure for compost. Bag and sell it in bulk. We deliver, people come pick it up. If you're in the area and if you have a garden or anything, come get some, call us, whatnot. We'll move this out of the way so they can start composting more manure for later on, because it does take a year to compost, so it's odorless. It's awesome. Great stuff. Come on, fluid motion. Hard to get a good operator nowadays. Why is this locked in? Somebody else ran my trailer, so they moved the loader with it. So I'm not sure why they had it locked in to begin with. And they got the legs all the way up in the air. Back to me doing jack stands. Granted, I think when the pickup's done, this is gonna go to PA with me and Colburn. I think. I haven't really fully decided. I have something I gotta purchase, and I'm probably pretty sure I'll find something else. The thing I'm gonna purchase might not be in PA, might be local, but we'll see. That's high enough. Alrighty, think it's frozen? Think there's a block underneath it? Nope. Brakes are squeaky from sitting. This thing's been awesome. Saved me a ton of money. Also costed me money when, because it's a lot of trailer. I don't know what he's doing. But we're gonna go tuck that in over there. So then what we do for compost, and there is a previous video of us composting. We got the manure spreader, and we do have a source of horse manure. So we pick up horse manure, and cow manure and horse manure together makes great compost. We don't use leaves, sticks, trash. So this is stuff that was too wet. The piles over there, those were last year's, or stuff that has been being composted over this last winter. But we'll walk around and I'll show you what exactly the compost is. And like, you can put it right into a garden right away. I'm a hell of a salesman going on right here, I know. So this is compost. So that is unbelievable for gardens, for lawns, for all sorts of things. Yeah, if you're local, drop a comment if you got a question. I'll answer it the best I can. Get them right fired up. What are you doing? That is the plate that we did the other week, so multi-use. Move trailers around. Yeah, now we're headed to go weld down. You guys keep an eye on this. Tell me if it works. That looks pretty good. All we got is, as you see, it's no longer there. So when it was sitting on it, it was holding most of the weight here on the weaker aluminum than it was up there. So I'll just push on this, weld that up. Problem with aluminum, magnet doesn't stick to it. So I don't know. You guys might not see any of this. Push, yeah. You on it? Watch yourself. So push as much as you can. Don't put your hand there. I'm gonna weld it. Okay. You're good. Thanks. Nothing but trailer work today, I guess. Well, mixer wagon's a trailer, I guess. Another jack stand to work on. Gonna fix this jack stand, I guess. Keep coming. Come right up to me. As it starts to rain. Keep coming. Come on. This was another $500 trailer. It's pretty legit though. You know, big hole. It works though. That just doesn't move. Oh, new one. More scrap. Let's clean this up. Probably gonna get some questions why we're not drilling it or putting bolts through. Well, none of them line up and one of them is broke off inside of it. Welding it sounds like a good idea. As long, there's not even a grease fit in on this. Whatever. Send it. Another one done. So 2 trailers, the mixer wagon, and I moved my trailer. Just been a day of trailers. That fuel tank came out of the bog. Cranberry bog, we used to raise cranberries, but what a life he lives. I think that's enough for today though. It's actually raining now. It's like a good day for a duck. Got some videos to edit for you guys anyways, such as this one. So I appreciate everybody dropping comments and stuff. A little more action today, a little diverse. I'm excited to get into manure hauling, chopper work, field tillage, some plowing. I hope you guys are too. So, see you guys on the next video. Make sure you subscribe. Really appreciate it.